What's up? What's up? Happy New Year, everybody.
Hey
Hey,
good
guys, we are
morning.
back. Good morning. Happy New Year.
It's 2021, y'all. Y'all ready to get this first quarter
Yes.
started?
2021.
We
Yes.
Let's
made
do
it
it.
through
We made
Corona
it.
and
We made
COVID. We
it.
made it.
We
We was
made it.
we was some lucky ones this year.
Yes.
Yes.
You
We
know,
were.
we were lucky not to contract the COVID.
Yes.
You
Thank
know,
God.
to I don't know if anyone had anyone close to them catch COVID. Did you guys have anyone close?
Close
I
to
mean, like
me.
close, immediate
No.
Immediate
Well, just
catch COVID.
cousins and
catch
stuff.
COVID?
No.
Not somebody you knew.
No, I have family members that
Family.
did.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
family
okay, okay,
members.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And did they
They're
recover?
fine.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they
They're
So
were
they
fine.
fine.
recovered. So we had Corona this year. We had Trump and all his mess this year.
Ain't got rid
You
of him
know,
yet.
just a little recap of last year. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that transpired last year. You know, we have a black vice president now, a female. You know what I'm
Yay.
saying?
Kamala.
You know, we have you know, we had some tragedies this year, you know, to go along with the COVID and
Yeah.
but
We
um
survived it.
we survived. We here. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good place to be. Is alive.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I agree.
So, how was your New Year's, ladies?
Um,
And your holidays? And let's talk about that. How was your holidays? Because me personally, I don't celebrate. I'm sorry. I don't celebrate the
I didn't do
holidays.
much celebrating as well.
So I know a lot of people are probably looking for, a lot of Merry Christmases and stuff from me and
No.
all this
Didn't
and that. I was so far away from it. But
Where were you?
at work,
what? You worked on
You
Christmas?
worked
I didn't work on
Christmas?
Day.
I
I
was
didn't work
about
on
to
Christmas
say,
Day. I
wow.
relaxed and chilled
Okay.
on Christmas Day. But I was with family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because family is really what the holidays are really all about right now
That's
for
what it
me.
should
You
be
know what I
about.
mean? It ain't about really nothing else. But I love when my family comes into town. I love when they visit. It's good to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Because it's been years and since you've seen some of these family members, so it's good to really catch up with them. That's one of the best things about the holidays for me. You can't really get around the fact that companies give these people these days off, so it's best time to use them, the time wisely to spend them with people that you care about,
Right,
and you
right.
love, and you probably missed for so long and haven't seen, or
Yeah, especially
you
for
know
the year we had.
and then you catch up with they've had kids and things like that. You get to meet the children, and so it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it has its perks. You know what I mean? And those are the perks that I go with. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but
That's
other
what's
than that,
up.
I'm not going out there to spend my money on
No.
no holiday. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why I don't celebrate Christmas, and I don't know why other people don't, but it just baffles me to have to well, not even to have, but to tell my children that this jolly old
I
Caucasian
knew
man
you
is
were
supposed to
gonna
come
go
down the
there.
chimney and bring you all these gifts, right? And I go to work. You see me working every day. You actually see me getting up every day, busting my butt, going to work. You know what I'm saying? Your mom works every day, right, or whatever. And at the end of the year, we get to tell you, we have to tell you that somebody else buy you this stuff. Somebody else gets you these things.
Right.
We actually lying to you. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
then we
yeah.
perpetuating, another false,
That's what
another
we do.
another tale. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what it does for me what it did for me when I became a father was it took all of the hard work that I was doing away from me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It kind of
Yeah.
like pushed all of everything that I'm on. Hey, he's the man that's bring you this stuff, so you need
Right.
to
Right.
praise him.
Right.
You need to write letters to him. You need to be good for him. You need to. So we telling them to write letters if you're not there nice, but they know Santa ain't at the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, this year I didn't see much about Santa.
No, I didn't
Oh,
either.
No commercials about
Mm-mm.
Santa. I did see in the mall they were taking pictures of Santa, but
yeah, they still had
there was
something to sit on.
pictures I saw this year were people taking pictures with the Grinch.
Yes, that was
Ah,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that, but
Well,
I
I
don't
think
think
because
you see a lot of
2020.
Santa this year. Like
Yeah.
even like the ads and
Mm-hmm.
stuff
You're right.
for it wasn't a lot. It
Cause
was
even M&M's has that really cute ad, the
yeah,
commercial where
Hmm.
you do exist and they both
yeah,
pass out.
yeah.
I didn't see much of that one either.
Nothing.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Coca-Cola usually does
yeah,
their thing, and
yeah,
there wasn't really much. I think because of the pandemic,
yeah.
even a lot of people didn't even really push Christmas like
Mhm,
that because if
mhm.
you think about it,
People didn't have money. It was
exactly.
And that's what I think it was too.
unemployment and
And then you're showing pictures of people, family together, and so many people weren't able to be with them.
exactly.
So I think that they just
They couldn't sell that.
yeah,
You
they just
couldn't
kind of
sell it. You
opted
couldn't
out.
sell it. No, I agree. I think
Um,
2020 made it a little different. Well, a lot
Yeah.
different.
So I mean, while I saw, of course, there was a lot more lights and stuff in like decorations and stuff. It seemed like a
Yes.
lot of more people decorated than normal.
Yes.
But in terms of just like even like the Christmas sweaters, like trying to go find an ugly Christmas sweater, you usually could go to Walmart or the usual suspects. They really didn't have much of anything. It just was very different.
Mhm.
And that's and I wouldn't know because I wasn't in the store shopping
No,
and I
I
wasn't
wasn't
looking for
either.
ugly Christmas sweaters, but I was at the ugly Christmas sweater
Well,
party.
listen, 2020 was so whack to a point where
Ah,
it just was a lot of energy
I
just
can't.
to be jolly for the holidays. It was sort of like you're exhausted, right? So you looking at, oh, a day off, a break from the world. Yeah, I'll take it. And I did so much for I don't do for my kids anymore because they're grown, but my grandbabies, I did so much for them all year that one day wasn't gonna, make or break. So
Yeah, but how do you get a child to understand this? You know what I'm saying?
that
Hey, look here,
this
and
is what it is.
this what it. But you know what? But
Yeah. Well,
you
it
know
depends
what?
on the
You know what's
ages.
different. You know what I grew up with. Also in my family was which is crazy. You have Jehovah's Witness over here,
Yeah. We
and
had
then you
that.
have Christians over here, and you have cousins, little cousins getting stuff for Christmas, and then you got cousins not getting stuff for Christmas. So, you know, and then what tends to happen is a lot of the children that grow up, a lot of them become, their own. They come to their own when they become adults and be like, you know
Mhm.
what, I'm gonna let my children choose what they want to do, but they still go out there and still try to. They'll still go out and buy gifts for the child, even though they want them to choose. And you've been raised in a way that you don't celebrate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For
Yes.
Christmas.
That's crazy.
I saw a single mom. I can't even remember if we talked about this before or not, but say it again. In a group, and she was asking for help to buy her kids a PS5. And she's like, I just don't have the heart to tell them I can't get it. And I'm like, but that's a lesson in you can't get everything you want.
Right.
And that's a lesson in like, okay, you need food, you need clothes, you
Mhm.
need this.
Mhm.
And yes, this thing is a cool thing,
Mhm.
but it
Mhm.
really has no real value
Yeah.
when it
Well,
comes to
we tend to
life.
do that
So
though.
that's to me an opportunity for a life lesson. And yeah, it
Right.
may be a little butt hurt, but hey, that's why so many kids act out now because they're not
They
used
get
to
everything
getting
they
stimuli
want and
first.
they don't understand that it's required work and
Right.
sacrifice um I'm I was a single parent and I was all I mean when they were kids, when they were babies, they don't know. And I
Right.
think that's where people go wrong. They go bananas on babies and toddlers who don't even know what's going on. So that's just stupid. And then you have to keep up the pace
Yeah.
as they get older,
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely are out there buying the babies
Yeah.
ridiculous.
ridiculous
It's
amounts
Amounts of
of
it's
stuff.
stuff,
ridiculous.
stuff they gonna grow out of,
Babies
Yeah,
don't
stuff
know.
they ain't
getting
even
them
gonna like.
electronics and
And
oh, I
I'm not
gotta get
saying
them
you
their first
shouldn't do stuff
computer
for the
and stuff
kids.
like that. They two, they
Yeah, they
three.
don't know.
Like,
You better buy a damn baby a leapfrog.
listen, You
Get the
buy
baby a
a
leapfrog.
2 and 3 year old 2 and 3 gifts, and they're fine.
Yes.
2 little small. You can go to the dollar store and get them
Listen,
something.
You
that
can get
they
them. You can get them
like.
some damn wood
Listen,
gifts,
there is
wood
a
trucks.
video that shows a small toddler in a high chair, and the mother puts down an everyday item and a toy. And every time the baby takes the everyday item, they don't know anything about this is a toy and this is like she put a roll of toilet paper in some little flashy little toy. He took the roll of toilet paper. It's like, come
Or
on,
you
people.
know, the kids open the toy and they play with the box.
Yes, all the time.
You know, they play with the box. Or there's this mom on TikTok. She's giving her son. He's like 2 or 3. She gave him all these prank gifts.
Right,
She gave him a wrapped avocado, an apple,
And he
and
was
he was
excited
happy every
I
time.
saw that. He was like, oh, you know, he was
Yeah.
like, really? That's a cucumber.
Yeah, but but it's all in, you know, like what you instill in them
That's right.
from
That's
early
right.
on. So
Yes.
that's why I say like my tradition that I want for my family is for us to give on Christmas.
Yes.
And by giving I mean like go serve at a soup
Serving,
kitchen
yeah.
or something like that. Like I don't want my kids to think that Christmas means
Getting.
gifts piled to the
Yes.
ceiling. Like
That's
no.
what they think it mean. They
I
just
want them to
What? watching Home Alone.
you know, I want
Yeah.
them to, you know, give the gift of giving
Right,
and be
right.
content with, okay, I get 1 or 2 items
Right.
that I like,
Right.
and then we're gonna go and bless.
These
Right.
kids
Some
gonna
people
cuss
who
you
are
out,
in it.
Paige. When
I
you
know.
become
No,
a
they
parent,
not.
they
No,
gonna
they
cuss
not. Mine
you
didn't
out.
do that.
They gon'
won't.
yes they
You have
will.
to start
They
when
all right.
young.
They ain't
You
gonna
have to
cuss
start
you out.
when
Cause
young.
They
me-
won't cut. They ain't gonna cuss you out out of their mouth, but in their head they gonna be like, "What the
What is all
hell
this
is
all
wrong
I
with
get?"
my mama?"
They can do whatever they
Going-
want in their
She-
head, but
she
baby,
is-
the day that they
Baby.
decide to curse
She
at me,
knew I wanted a PS5, and she went and got me this damn Nintendo 64
Oh Lord.
from the pawn shop. I told her
well,
I
they can
wanted
curse
them
me
to
out in
damn.
their head all
At
they
the pawn
want.
shop.
I
Exactly.
told her I wanted a PS5.
Whatever, they'll be all right. They'll
But-
thank me later.
But again, this is what we're doing. We're conditioning our children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To think that material, you know what I'm
It's the root
saying,
of happiness.
is
It's
the root
not.
of happiness.
It
You know
is
what I'm
not.
No,
saying?
it's really not. Because I
No.
mean,
Not.
you know, I dated a gamer, and just seeing how that,
It's an addiction.
oh man,
At
how
some
that
point.
takes over your life.
Yeah.
Like when we can't do nothing.
Nothing.
Like, oh, it's Destiny Tuesdays. We can't go nowhere today 'cause I got to play with my friends. I forgot what he used to say, but oh, we mobbing. I'm like, y'all playing video games. Y'all all old as hell, though. What playing video games? You
Grown
mobbing.
beings.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
these grown
that
men, they
was
be
his, that was his way of
addiction.
hanging out. He
Yep,
didn't have to worry about his
going to the club.
No.
Nope.
club or
No.
nothing.
He ain't got
His
time.
thing was,
But
He barely
But-
had time to
working.
use the bathroom.
I'm not working.
this is what I'm doing.
I'm playing video games or watching sports.
So hold on, let me ask you this though. Did the time that he spent watching the sports, playing the video games, right? Was that a problem? Just like if he would have been going out clubbing or going to in the streets would have been a problem.
It became
You see
a
what I'm saying?
problem when, okay, the new movie's coming out, and it's like, oh, let's go to the premiere of the movie, whatever. Oh, this Destiny Tuesdays, we can't go.
Yeah.
What?
Well, no.
Or
any-
the Lakers
The whole
are
day?
playing. The Lakers are playing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
okay, can we have a compromise? Can we go to the bar, like the
Right,
restaurant,
yes.
and watch the Lakers?
right.
the-
Right.
at the
And be
restaurant?
out.
Mhm.
But we're out. We're doing something. So we were able to do that compromise. But yeah, it got to the point where like I just got used to going to bed by myself, like because
crazy.
he gonna be up till
Till
2, 3
3 in the
o'clock
morning.
in the morning
Gaming.
gaming. Yeah,
Did he work?
yeah, he worked.
And
he
still-
didn't work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And
But
still
he
was
be
up
Just be gaming.
and
And you know, like in the morning, you get up on Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's
You-
it.
So
That's a
I'm
lot.
sleep. This my day to sleep in.
not him.
And he up 5 o'clock in the morning because he used to getting up early.
Right.
And it's like,
Mm.
you know, I get up like you ain't gonna do nothing else. Like
He
ain't
don't
gonna
he
do
don't he don't want to go ride the bike. He don't want to go,
No.
you know, for a
Well,
walk
it's
in the
gotta
park.
Be a balance.
He
Yeah,
don't want to do
like-
Talk about that.
now,
It's okay,
I will say, life changed, and he ended up not playing the game as much. Like,
Of course.
Like he got a different job that was more demanding. So then it
Right.
was like, I'm tired. I ain't got time to be playing this game. And so
Forget them friends. I ain't Marvin no more.
exactly. And then what also happened was the friends got married.
Oh,
Friends
and
had
that ain't happening.
kids
Yeah,
and all
man.
these other things.
Yeah.
And so life changed, and so then that changed the dynamic for him. I mean, we weren't together at that point anymore, but the dynamic changed. So I don't think he's a gamer anymore. But like at the time, he was like 27, 28.
Right.
And I was like 23, 24.
Oh.
And so I'm looking at him
You
like,
was looking at him like,
what is wrong with you?
You acting you acting like a high school.
Yeah, like what's really going on? But that was the first time I really realized, because like I grew up playing video games. My uncle liked to play video games. You know, like I liked games. I had multiple gaming systems and things like that, but that was my first time ever really seeing, you know, the addiction. And how it takes over everything. Like the game, when you're choosing the game over everything, it wasn't just me. It was the game over everything.
That's what I'm saying.
And so it was just kind of like, what's really going on here?
It wasn't
really
you.
Going on. It was just the
nothing.
game.
It had nothing to do with
going
you.
on.
This man was strictly a gamer.
Yeah,
And
that
so
was
in
it.
seeing that, that made me want to think like, you know, as a parent, I don't want that for my children. Like there has to be strict, even if they even have a gaming system, there has to be very strict rules in play.
Well, see, what right now the thing is this, right? Once society puts something out there, right, and then you have they start having these verses or these competitions with these games. Now the gaming has become a sport now. So now you have esports. Esports is a $1 billion industry now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They're paying these kids millions of dollars to win tournaments right now.
Yeah, now it's a money thing.
Right now, it's money. It's out
that
the money
child
now.
won the Fortnite.
Yeah.
And people was like, oh no, now I
$1 million.
gotta go invest in this so
So look,
my child can learn Fortnite.
So what I'm saying is, the direction of society is changing altogether, right? We're getting into more of a artificial intelligence realm right now, where you're having, you know, it's things being, you know, people are being cloned. They're asking you to take your memory from your phone and then put it into a robot right now.
I ain't hear that.
Yeah, so it's so many different things going on right now in technology that we don't even know about, right? And when it comes to video gaming, the games are designed to draw these kids in and keep them there.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? If they playing too much of these games, they're gonna be drawn in. Now, is it healthy? No.
No.
But if they playing the game to learn how to be competitive, then that's a different story, because now you can enter your child into tournaments. They have an opportunity to win. I mean, some of these video games are just people's passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like Paige was saying, you know, it wasn't the video game over just Paige. It was the video game over everything.
Everything.
So when you understand that and you can see that type of passion or drive, you might want to just hone into that and just focus on just something, whatever it may be. It don't have to be video games. It could be anything.
But yeah, and that was the thing. It was like this same energy that you have for this and the time that you're put. Like, so this was during a time where there was no making money for games.
Right.
So this is like in
Right.
2012 or like something like that. So the whole we're making money in millions, that wasn't a thing.
At
So
all.
then it was like you could be so much more productive this time that you're spending doing this. No one's saying don't play games. But add some balance, you know, take some of that extra time and learn a skill or do something else. Read, do something else.
Do something
Exercise, do something else.
Yeah, but
Was
it's
she
an
a couch
addiction.
potato too?
I mean, when you sitting and playing video games all the day, what you doing? You ain't standing up playing them.
Oh well. Hey, look, man. Get off the couch for at least
So
an hour,
on
man.
Sundays,
Go do something,
you know,
man.
on Sundays the crew will go play like flag football or basketball or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, so that my whole thing is like just like I like video games. There's nothing wrong with them.
No,
Nothing,
I
but
enjoy them as well. But
they
when you-
shouldn't.
yeah.
consume
Yeah.
your
Everything.
life.
Everything that you
But
trying to do.
occasional,
Yeah.
like if I had a gaming system right now, I probably would play. I don't know, once
I
every
probably-
couple of months.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say.
You know.
I had a game, I had a PS I had a PS4. I just gave it to my little brother now and let him take it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
He's
you
just
know,
collecting dust.
yeah, just collecting
Yeah.
You
dust.
don't have time.
You
Yeah,
just
but-
don't have the time. If I'm gonna watch it, it probably will be to watch Netflix or something like this. We
Right.
don't have a Fire
Exactly.
Stick or something.
Exactly.
But to
yeah.
actually play the game now, I did like the Connect, the Xbox Connect, because that was exercise for me.
Right,
Oh,
So I
right.
would love to do like Dance Central and things like that because that
Right.
was exercise.
Well, I
Right.
mean, buy your kids that. Get your
Yeah,
kids
so
to
they
d-
can
They
get
don't have it no
moving.
more.
Oh, they
They
don't.
got rid of the
Oh.
That's
Connect.
the problem.
You can go to
Yeah.
eBay. Go to
Yeah.
eBay and look
Problem.
for it.
But that's the thing. So the new thing I would recommend, my sister's dad was telling me about it, is the Oculus.
Okay.
I've heard
It's
of
a
that.
The
three-
virtual.
It's all virtual, but
Oh,
he
boy.
was like,
Oh boy.
they have like boxing and
Yeah,
they
they got
have
everything.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, after about 15 minutes, you tired.
You real
Mhm.
tired.
He was like, because with the boxing, you gotta really box. You
Right.
can't just like be lazy. Like
Right,
you have
right,
to
right.
really box. And he was like, it requires you to put a lot of your body into it. So
Right, right.
you know, maybe think about doing something like that, something that's interactive. Because
Mhm.
PlayStation had PlayStation Moves, which was also interactive, active, and then Nintendo had the Wii.
Yeah, I remember
Which
the
was
Wii.
very
I got the
interactive.
Wii for my kids.
And
Only because they
so-
could do interact
Ex-
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had Wii Fit and all these different things, and somehow we moved away from that. And I'm like, how?
Well,
it seemed
what
like we
would-
should have been moving more towards integrating fitness
Into the
gaming.
game. Well, what they have now is they have that damn mirror that costs $3,000.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't
You know
paying
what I'm
for
saying?
that.
With the
we
people
not gonna
inside
be
the mirror.
doing that.
I don't know about buying that mirror, man. You know what I'm
Can you
saying?
imagine the kid
They-
get mad and throw something and break the mirror? Ooh.
Anything happen to that mirror? But this is the other thing. Is the mirror watching me?
Everybody's
too.
watching
Is
you.
that mirror watching me? If you can tell me I'm doing something wrong in the thing, you watching me, bro.
Yes, right.
You got eyes on me,
That's
man.
Technology. We all
Listen,
being
bro.
watched.
People trying to get technology is something else, y'all. Y'all have to be very careful with these devices that y'all are buying out there.
Yes.
Be very careful and make sure that you know what you're getting because, listen, these computers, these phones, they are listening,
Evolving, yeah.
right, to everything you're doing. So every smart device and smart thing you buy, all right.
I
Alright.
have a real dumb
Y'all seen that
house.
movie?
Okay.
Y'all seen that movie where the damn computer turn on the people?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Your
Listen.
house gonna be all flickering and flecking, and you're gonna be like, "What the hell going on?"
I have
It's
a real
'cause
dumb house.
It's called
Okay.
Alexis.
I don't have no Alexis. I don't
damn-
have no
she done-
Echo.
She done told you to
No.
go sit down.
Google
in the
Assistant.
corner.
Nothing.
Go sit down in the corner over there. You tripping?
No.
Oh no, Alexis done called the police on you for whooping your child.
No, y'all, did y'all
You hear
see
me?
the? Oh my gosh, it was
I don't
so
need
funny.
no house that damn
So
smart. Okay.
last year, this sealed the deal for me. Last year, this lady, she had a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old,
Right.
and every day Amazon was dropping off stuff to the house.
Come on,
and
man.
she was like, yes. And she was
Come
like, what the
on,
heck
man.
is going on? The kids was talking to Alexa, telling
Ordering.
Alexa to buy stuff for them.
No. And she was doing it. See what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah,
The mama.
the mama. Yeah,
man,
and
look
so.
Look here, man. Terrible,
all the
terrible
toys
technology,
and
man.
everything
That's
that
what
they
that is.
wanted. It
Terrible
was all
technology.
the toys and everything that they wanted, and they
Look
were
here.
just like, Alexa, order this, Alexa, order that, and she had boxes and boxes of stuff, and so they
The refund.
and then the crazy thing is, it was duplicates of stuff that she had already bought. She was like, let me show
Wow.
y'all in the garage. So she went in the garage. I think she ended up like taking some stuff back, like the stuff that she had previously bought back or something like that.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, like when I saw that, I was like, see, yeah, no, there's no. Okay, good.
Because can you imagine you got somebody in your house, okay, say you got a bad relationship, and you be like, okay, I'm gonna mess my whole life up. Alexis, buy that PS5 or whatever, something costs a lot of money. So,
PS5, they're going for a stack right now. Let me get that, Alexa.
That's crazy. crazy. Like I saw that and I cracked up. I said, "No, no," but I don't like those little things. So my boyfriend has the little his whole everything set up like that. And I was
Oh
talking to
boy.
my friend and I said his name and the thing started doing it. I was like, "What? Oh, I'm not even talking to you, Echo. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
even talking to you."
yes,
Well, that's the
yes.
big conspiracy that it's always listening and recording.
Yep.
Because remember that whole thing where, I don't know if you remember, it was a couple years ago, a lady was attacked in her apartment. Yes. And the man was on trial, and apparently the lady said, "Hey, Alexa," I don't know if she said record. I don't know if it can record because I don't even know if it's good or not. But somehow they had to go through a lot of red tape to get access
To the
to this
recording.
recording of him attacking her.
Oh.
Now I don't know what the outcome was. So if anybody's listening knows
Yeah.
the story, ping us, call us, you know. But yeah, it was a big thing with the with they said, and then they said, well, no, the Alexas does they don't record, blah 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 blah, and everybody's like, that's bull crap. So
Well, so what has happened? What I saw an article about, I think it was last year. They said, don't put your devices, any of those devices, in your room or your bathroom,
Ah.
because what happens is they record, like the first something seconds before it responds, and the first something seconds after whatever command you give it. And so, and they said there was just hours and hours and hours of recorded um, audio of people like pooping, having sex,
Right,
arguing,
right, right.
all these different
can
things.
you imagine being the person listening to the server? That's insane.
But
so,
that's what I'm saying. This is
so yeah,
ridiculous.
it
Why do
definitely
y'all want what we call this man?
a Big Brother.
The big brother listening in every damn thing you got going
Yeah, so
on.
they definitely say
The
don't
big
put it in your
sister. The
yeah.
big sister. See, they tricked you. They put the lady on there, Alexa.
Yeah.
But you know it's your big brother, the government, listening in on your ass.
Said something about
That's what they doing.
you want to go somewhere, you want to buy something, and all of a sudden you on Facebook and
And you
there's a
see it.
feed and there's like an
Mhm.
advertisement. They already listening.
Look here,
Yep.
man.
They
They
already
listening on your
listening.
phone,
Trust me.
and then you got to
Trust me.
turn the little features off because
Yeah.
they'll have it to where you can say like, "Okay, Google" or whatever, and it'll without your phone, you touching the phone locked and everything, it'll still come on and be like, "Hey, what did you
Yeah.
want?" Or
Like
whatever, whatever.
Yeah, man.
you
And
can say, "Hey Siri," and it could be in a lock.
yeah,
It'll come up.
and it's like even now my car is when I do the Android Auto, it's wired to it and it talks to
Yeah, 'cause
me
it's
and tell
already
me
there.
My
whatever.
thing is,
You're not. You're
So
already there.
yeah, my
You're
thing
already
is, I could be, talking to a client at the shop, and then Siri just be like, "What do you say?
yeah,
What did you
and I'm
say?
like, I'm not talking to you.
there.
What did you want,
Yes.
Mr.
That's
Brown?"
why I said it's too late.
I'm like, I ain't talking to you.
I'm not getting an Alexa, sweetie. It's too late.
Yeah. So,
It's too late.
so we're gonna take a 5 minute break. We'll be right back after this little 5 minute. Y'all check out the music, and hopefully, you go grab you some coffee.
Yes.
And we are
Yeah,
back.
we're back, guys. So,
So,
If
what we
you-
talking about now?
I'll talk about Power. If you have
Power.
not already seen Power,
Woo!
So,
you got 5
hold
seconds.
Hold
Power
on.
2.
Hold
Power
on.
2, yeah.
Hold on. We're going to hold off on this conversation because I ain't seen the episode.
Oh,
So I'm
on,
finna just
please.
kill y'all whole little
Yes,
y'all
you
whole
killing
little
the vibe.
game.
You killing the vibe.
So-
Watch the,
So
you
look,
watch the
so
last
the
episode.
whole season.
so look. I seen the first couple episodes, but last night I did not see the one from last night.
Yes,
So
you
look,
better get spoiled. You better walk out.
look,
You better walk out.
look.
Yep, you need to.
We
step
are
out the
not
room,
finna.
sir.
We're
gonna
not
step
finna
out the
ruin my
room,
power
sir.
today. I'm watching Power today. Okay.
You better catch up because it's
look,
good.
Yes.
So look,
It's good. It's
No,
good.
but look,
Oh
Power
my
has
God.
been pretty good lately. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's been pretty good. You know, it
at
started
first,
off.
It was slow.
It started
was
off
slow.
as
I
hell.
was like,
Yeah.
I ain't watching
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But when it
Yeah.
came off from that mid-season,
Yes, it said
Yeah, it
bam,
came
bam,
back.
bam.
back, it
Thank
was
you,
like,
ma'am.
bam, bam,
Yep,
bam. I'm
there
like,
it is.
oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
had y'all chilling.
had me
Now you on the
anxious,
ropes.
stressed out. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is the power that
That's
I'm
what
used
happens.
to.
They get right to the end and they get you all hooked. Now you like, oh man, now I gotta wait.
Yeah, I really thought that it was gonna be just like boring, but no, like
It was good.
Tariq, what's the guy name? The real guy, Michael something. He is. Y'all didn't
Yes.
know like wait.
He's like, yeah, he's young.
He's really young.
Yeah, he's really
You
young.
talking about Tyreek?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he young. He's
Yeah.
a baby.
He's a really young.
But he's
an
good. He's got a.
amazing
He's
actor.
definitely has a career.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because he's been acting since
Yeah.
he was little.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I heard.
And he is a really good actor. I mean, the way that he goes from being this little baby face innocent to this ruthless.
Man, but he
Hey.
get it from a daddy. Come
Yeah.
on now.
He does.
Well, he don't get the acting from James
No, I
St.
mean
Patrick.
No.
the whole. I know that. I just
Daddy is
mean
not.
the-
His daddy a
the-
deadbeat somewhere.
Who he portrays in the show
Yes.
Well, nah.
is
he-
the
he's
2.0
definitely- yes,
of Ghost.
And
Yeah, so-
watching him, like on his
I can
IG
go for that.
and stuff, and watching him in interviews and
Mhm.
seeing just how humble.
He's
and
very
sweet
humble.
he
Yeah,
is,
when they would
and to see
interview
how
him.
he turns into like the most hated character.
He
in
was hated,
America.
definitely in Power, but I
Why
think
is it-
now
you know, he was receiving death threats.
I heard that. I did in real life. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
but
hear that. I'm like,
he
sure,
killed his
it's
daddy
a-
on. He killed his
character.
daddy on TV.
But
So
it's
this
a
was this is.
character.
But this is one of the things I want y'all to look at. Right? How often do you see a white character killing their dad?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's been done, especially
Yeah.
on them those
How often do you see it
soap
though?
operas. Them soap
Yes.
operas, they was
On the
killing
soap
off.
We're not talking about no
poisoning the
damn
mamas
stuff
and
that
the-
nobody really watch. We're talking about stuff.
But because think about it though, that's more common. It's more common for white people to kill their parents than black folks.
Yes.
So
It is.
when you're talking about in movies and stuff, yeah, it's more common. That's what you typically see.
Yeah,
But this is a series, and it's a
Okay.
damn good series.
it's
is
good.
a
It's
series.
good.
But you know, the thing is, I want to see how Tasha is finna get out of this.
Woo!
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to watch.
I'm trying to see. How, I ain't seen it yet.
Woo,
All
you
right.
got to watch it.
Can
You
you
gotta
So-
walk
watch
out?
it.
No,
No, so
no.
we can talk about it.
No.
Anyway, we
need
can
to
talk about so
go.
many more things, y'all.
Okay.
It's
Did y'all-
popping. It's the night after.
Right. What else came on last night?
Nothing.
Did y'all watch For Life? Do y'all watch For Life?
No.
If I do vote for life, is
don't.
on a break right now.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
only did 5 episodes.
Listen here,
They on
Tomo.
a
Did you
break.
watch For Life? It ain't even on. Like he
For
watched
Life
it.
comes on
Like
on
he watched
Wednesday.
it. Cause that's because he caught up.
It's only
He's
episode.
caught up now, so he want to know if you watched what
Anyway.
he watched. I haven't
but
seen it. I
there's
heard
a
it was
lot of
good.
sex in that thing. Somebody gave me
Yeah.
a whole warning. They
Really?
was like, look, if you bothered by it, don't watch it.
Oh my God.
Everybody
Boy.
said it was a really good show.
I
haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it.
I'm scared.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not
I
gonna
watched
watch it.
Soul this holiday.
And
It was
okay, so
so
let's talk about that.
good. Oh,
So, okay, y'all.
so good. It was so good.
Soul was very good. However,
However,
I feel like we are moving into a society that's too darn sensitive.
Hmm?
So many people hate black people are like, oh, so I can't get down with it because he was only a black man for like 2 seconds, and then he was that little character, and then when it
He
went
was
back
a
to
black
his,
man. Oh
then
my
when it
God!
went back to
Seriously,
his
stop
body, it was the white lady
Can
in
we
the
stop
body, and he was an animal.
analyzing an animated movie.
Now-
This is an
now that's
anime
just
movie.
Like, you know the
It's about a soul. Why y'all worried about who the soul?
and it's
Worry
like,
about the
and then his life got better when the
Why
white
he gotta
lady
go?
was
Why
in
he can't
his
be a black
body.
ghost?
white
And-
lady. She wasn't a white lady. She was a soul.
He said they said
She was not a soul. It was the one soul leaves one soul and go into
It-
another
it didn't
body or
have nothing to
something,
do
didn't
with
it?
And it was
race.
like, and why did he spend the majority of the movie as a cat? And you know,
Are you serious? Okay, I need everybody to just
This is-
calm down.
This
and
is
they were
about
like, this
death,
always
ain't it?
happens in Disney. You know, Tiara. You know, she was a frog for most of the
It was a
frog.
princess movie. It was the
then
whole
she
premise.
was the black. Every time it comes
They
to black
do.
folks, we never
Oh my
get our
God.
just due, and it's
Jesus,
still
take the
this,
wheel.
that. Like it was these long, drawn out conversations. Like that is probably what I've seen on Facebook.
What
The
everybody
majority
should
of the
say
sentiment.
is it's too much. That's when we doing too much. When we're trying to find something. Oh, well, let's just conspiracy theory. Listen, it's an animated movie. It was great. It was touching. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I didn't read into all that craziness that you. I didn't even think about that till you just said that.
I really
like
didn't
really,
either.
I
it
want to
was
know.
just-
I didn't watch it, to be
You
honest
should
with
watch
you.
it. It's a
so
very cute
I'm not even gonna. I could just go off what you guys been saying
I say
and
you should
just
watch
say, that the character should have just been a black everything throughout the movie. A black
Lord
ghost, a black cat,
Jesus.
a black whatever,
Oh yeah, and that
black
was another
lady.
thing. Oh,
You
the
see what I'm
ship
saying?
Was a slave ship.
It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
pirate
that was-
ship. It wasn't a slave
That was a
ship.
Mayflower.
Oh
It
my
was a
God.
slave
That
ship.
was a ship of
They had
Mayflower.
it was something bad about the monster thing, the
Uh-huh.
black thing. They had a problem with that too.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, it's a kid movie. Just watch the movie.
Just
and
get the message.
Is it a Disney movie?
It's a
Yes, Disney.
Pixar.
Okay,
Disney.
okay,
Get the
okay.
message.
So people need to do the history on Disney because Disney be putting some real jacked up messages in these movies. They do, y'all. They have all kind of sexual things and messages
Well,
with
they do
symbols
this stuff for the parents.
and
It's always
so
for the parents.
Yeah.
hey, look at man.
They put the innuendos and stuff for the parents because they know parents are
Have
going
to
go
watch it.
see with
Right.
the kids.
They have to watch it
And
with
so
kids.
they put stuff like even with Soul, there's certain things in there.
That kids ain't gonna understand.
But that's why they.
But then you watch it when you get older and you be like, what the hell was they trying to show me?
Right.
And
So
tell
that's
me
why they call them most
at
of
3.
family movies because they do put stuff in
Subliminals.
there so the parents, yeah, so the parents can understand.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was good. What the one takeaway that I liked was that your passion isn't always your
purpose. Yeah.
your passion ain't always your purpose. You know that?
Yes.
You
Right.
can have multiple passions.
Mhm.
And that's right.
And your purpose could be one thing, but your passions are different. And so, but people allow their passions to become their purpose.
Mhm. You learned something.
And so, the gist of the movie, I'm not really giving anything away. The gist of the movie, the guy is a musician.
Who?
The main character. He's
Oh,
a
yeah,
musician. And it just talks about how when we are pursuing something, we allow that to consume our whole life. So we can even talk about that as
And you
entrepreneurs,
miss life.
So we're
pursuing
passionate
it.
about entrepreneurship, but we allow that to consume every aspect of our life, and then we miss all the other things in life. We miss time with our friends. We miss time with our family. We miss, vacations. We miss things chasing money.
Right.
You know what?
So-
And we
he
do,
was chasing
right?
fame. He
Yeah.
was
He was
chasing
chasing something,
yeah,
right?
and he missed out on a lot of things because of that.
And so it was an eye-opening thing for him. Like, dang, like, yeah, I've been chasing this, but life has just passed me by because I've been chasing this thing.
Let me just
Oh,
say,
hold up, we got to go to break. We'll be back in a
Oh,
9:00. We'll be right back to talk about this some more. All right.
Oh, Lord. into the mic.
All right, y'all, we
We's
back.
back.
Hope y'all enjoyed that quick little break.
I know I did.
So, Tonio, you were about to talk about what we were talking about. So, just for those who are just tuning in, we were talking about the movie Soul and how Soul discussed that your passion is not your purpose, and how sometimes we get
Not
so
always your
caught up.
purpose.
Yes, not
Yes.
always your purpose, and we get caught up chasing our passions, that we tend to miss out on life. And so we obviously connected that to entrepreneurship and say, like, we get so bogged down in new opportunities and, trying to make the money that we miss out on other great things in life.
So yeah, and that's a great point, and that is true for some people, and that is a great assessment, right? But coming from a different perspective, and I've been listening to motivational speakers and millionaires, and again trying to personal development, things like that, right? So what I know is that you can't be the smartest person in the room, right?
No.
You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. So when we talk about missing out on things and missing out on life and things like that, some people life and purpose is to continue to gain as much experience and grow as much as possible. A lot of times people's mentality, the mindset to always getting somewhere, is a burning desire. That's
Right.
people's passion, is to continue to obtain new responsibility, new goals, putting new things on your plate. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to solve problems and be a problem solver, right? So it just what a person is really dedicated to, what their love is. And a lot of times a person, they don't really know that their love is the chase or the thrill of actually, starting something, finishing it, and doing it over again, repeating. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times when we talk about business, we talk about duplication, we talk about systems, we talk about processes, right? And we know that, successful processes and systems, they, when they're successful, people want to continue to do those things. And when you're in a, particular mindset of entrepreneur, you're always trying to, obtain new information, new knowledge. How can I get better? How can I
Right,
do this? How
right.
can I, so it's always a constant battle. And like you were saying, it is a constant battle with missing out on, personal things that's going on in life. But, again, this is just me. You have one life to live, and doing what makes you happy sometimes is going to be hard for people to accept.
Well, I mean, I don't think no one is on their deathbed saying, I wish I would have chased more opportunities. I think when
It's
people
the
get
missed opportunities
Yes.
that we regret.
yes, when people are on their deathbed, that's when they have time to reflect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I traveled the world. I have millions. I have this, but I miss my child's dance recital. I miss their graduation. I, miss my dad's last
Right.
breath, or I
Right.
miss this, or I miss that. That's when they start reflecting. Money ain't everything. I saw something on Instagram where it was like, you can have millions, but if your mental, emotional, and physical aren't together, what does it mean?
Yeah.
And you have all these people who make money, but they're not happy.
They're not happy.
Well, we're not
Yeah.
always talking about money when you're
No.
doing something that's passionate.
No.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, but even so, replace money with whatever. Whatever. When you look at when people are interviewed on their deathbed, often successful people, their biggest regret oftentimes is missing out on time with their friends and family.
Right.
That is what often it ends up being.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, we all call to a higher purpose. Like even if you look at preachers, you know, their purpose is to, you know,
Bring souls to Jesus.
exactly. But what happens to most preachers' families?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Their families are often neglected.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
because they don't have the time.
But
Yeah.
that's not what it's supposed to be. Like their family should also be taken care of. And so, like, so if you put a preacher who has been saving all these souls on his deathbed, he probably gonna say, "I still wish I spent more time with my family, even though I was living in my purpose."
Do you realize that the underlining conversation that we're having this morning is talking about balance? Really, if you think about it, it's all about balance. We're in a society where we're taught to hustle and run and achieve and purchase and own and spend and popularity and fame. But yeah, at the end of the day, those are good things. Not saying that you should not have passion to want to be better or you know, hustle to what you want.
Right.
But there has to be a balance.
True.
In that too.
All right. So this is one of the things that because it's just not prevalent in our community, is that we don't see a lot of our, you know, fathers, you know, or grandfathers. I'm talking about a large community of them as commanders in the army or the military, right? You don't see a lot of our, you know, it's a lot of them that are and have been in the military, but aren't commanders or majors or admirals to where they have to be away from the family for a long periods of time.
Okay.
So the thing is this, we're in our community, we're more conditioned with, you know, the time we're spending with each other, right? And other, it's more so, it's the same thing. I can't say it's not, but majority of the time, you know, we don't have the careers that are going to provide for our family, and our family know it's going to take us being away from the family to do
true.
it. You see
That's
what I'm saying?
true statement.
So
Yes.
we don't necessarily,
We don't have the luxury.
we don't have those luxuries.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And then people say money's not everything.
But
But
When
at the
you're
end
trying
of
to
the
feed your
day,
family.
when you're
Yeah.
trying to feed your
Yeah.
family, what is
Yeah.
everything?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
So, and if you don't have a career or the education or the degrees or whatever to go out there and make that kind of money, the hustling aspect comes into play.
Yeah.
To where you have to juggle multiple things to try to
That's
get that
true.
to,
That's-
to,
you're
add up to
absolutely
that
right.
particular amount that you're trying to make or you
Right.
could have made as, you know, going to, you know, getting that bachelor's degree or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
However, so, you know, and that might take a little bit more time, or it might take the same amount of time that it would have taken going to college.
I
So
agree.
you see what I'm saying? Think about that, right?
I
So
agree.
if you're working a entrepreneur, you start as an entrepreneur. Okay, so think about the time that it would take me to go to college and get this degree. So it may take me 4 to 6 to 8 years before I see success or even see a profit from my works. So when we don't even have that kind of concept or mentality to think, okay, well, yeah, this man just started his career or this job. It's going to take him 8 years. You see what I'm saying? To get where he need to be to be able to, and then along the way, I need to be supportive, or for a female as well, I need to be supportive. You see what I'm saying? If they're not already in that particular situation. But when it comes down to the thought process, we're only talking about jobs. We're not talking about careers where people have to go on the road. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
How many
right.
black fathers, you know, are in the household? They have to go on the sales company's job. They have to go on the road. They have to
Yeah.
fly over here. They have to fly
Yeah.
over there. And then the mom is still bitching. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not,
I
you
think
don't
it still
really.
goes back to balance, because like when you look at the U.S. and you look at other countries,
Oh yeah.
you know, the U.S. we're totally overworked and underpaid. Other countries
Yes.
get way more vacation time. There's some countries that have the 4-day work week.
Some of them have holidays. Remember?
Exactly.
Some of them get 2
Yeah.
hours
They
off
get,
for,
like,
for
couple
lunch.
of months
The
off.
whole,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
country.
Everybody
they have,
shuts down.
sabbaticals
Right.
and
Yep.
all these different things.
Yeah.
So
We don't have that though.
we
No,
don't
we
have that. So
don't.
when you look at what is the norm, American life is not the norm.
No, it's not. It's our
And-
norm.
And it's our norm, but it's not the norm. And even as many countries admire us, which I don't think so now.
I don't either.
I think
Not now.
coronavirus.
Not
I think coronavirus.
I don't think that
exposed a lot.
stopped anything.
No, I think
that stopped nothing.
coronavirus exposed a lot about it in a lot of countries, because even with the whole $600 stimulus, countries like New Zealand and UK and stuff, they was like $600. That's it. Like, y'all are the wealthiest country in the world, and
Who?
that's all y'all offering.
We not the wealthiest country, y'all. We
And
like
so they're like,
way down there.
and so they're like, now that's what I'm saying. And so they're like, we were getting 600 a week or 2,000 a month or whatever, and that's all y'all able to give. So I think, and just seeing how we responded to like the virus and all the things, so people are starting to see. But American culture, yes, because what they see on TV, it looks like one thing, and then when you're here, it's like it's different. But I said all that to say the way that we operate is not normal.
Mm-hmm.
We have normalized it, but it's not normal. This dog eat dog, work yourself to the bone, 24/7, sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, sleep when I'm dead. No team, no sleep, this, that, and all of that. That is not normal.
It's not normal. But if we go and do a study right now, right? Because I was just watching a documentary. It's called Inequality for All on YouTube, and it's pretty impactful. But it's with Robert Rice, which was the secretary um, for Bill Clinton, labor secretary for Bill Clinton. And what he did was he teaches at Berkeley, right? So he was teaching the class on just the overall outlook on how the middle class is the end all be all in America. It's like the middle class
Holds the weight of everything.
holds the weight of everything.
Everything falls on us.
But at the end of the
Taxes,
day,
this,
you
that,
have middle class people that are living check to check.
yeah.
They have less than $100 in their bank accounts, and these are 2-parent homes.
The middle class is
You
struggling.
see what I'm saying?
Because
And
too much is being put on us. Our money is being, we pay higher taxes, more in taxes, and all of these different things. The weight of America is being put on the middle class families. They're looking for us to work. They're looking for us to keep the economy going. Like once you get to a certain amount of money, you're absolved. Right. And if you don't make a certain amount of money, you're absolved. Yeah. So then if you're in the middle class, lower to upper, everything falls on you.
that's true.
And in other countries, the wealthy have more responsibility. They have more responsibility. Yes, it should be. They have more responsibility. Like it's crazy to me that in this country, you could have somebody that has be worth $200 billion, and then you have people that don't even have a penny.
Yeah, it's like extreme.
That is crazy. None.
Well, this is
And
what
I'm
the
not
capitalistic
knocking-
this is what the capitalistic
And I'm
society
not
brings.
knocking- and I'm not knocking
And this is why people look
for
at
their
America
success,
like
but at the end of the
number
day,
one.
you make it difficult for the little man to get up there, because the higher I go, the more expectations, the more this, that. So if you didn't already get a head start up there, you make it hell to get up there.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I just think that it's about, like we've been talking about, the mindset, right, and work ethic. So it just starts with the environment that that's preached to you. I mean, you have to be in an environment that is constantly, open to ideas.
We live in a world where people say, "Oh, my dad didn't give me a lot of money to start. He just gave me $100,000." And then you have people whose family give them nothing. Or my neighbor, for instance, my new neighbor, came over, introduced himself. Oh yeah, I bought this house for my daughter. She's going to law school. I bought it for her and her husband. How often does that happen in black families, that your parents buys you and your spouse a house while you're trying to better yourself?
Why can't we do that?
I'm
Because
not saying that we can't, but I'm just saying when you look at the cards
not often at all.
that we're being dealt,
But
we're being dealt a bunch of possibles. They're getting dealt some good hands, and we getting dealt a bunch of possibles.
So right now, right, we're in an era, right? We're in an era of fathers taking on the responsibilities, right? and being in these children's lives right now, right? So this is an era that a lot of people in my circle are, definitely with. All of the people I deal with, basically take care of their kids, right? So the era prior to that was the government coming in, taking the fathers outside of the house, that telling, these women that will give you this assistance, but the father of these kids has to leave. You see what I'm saying? So, however, there's no stop of the era, but it's a better understanding between the mother and the father now, right?
But they're also allowing the father to be included in the benefits, even if you're not married.
Which has changed, right? The dynamics.
I don't know if that's statewide.
I know when I was working in Medicaid, that's what it was like. A single mom will come in, and like, is the father in the home? And if the father's in the home, she and dad can get Medicaid. Now they may have a share of cost versus
Right,
full
right,
Medicaid,
right.
but she and dad can get Medicaid. It's when dad's not in the home that she has to put dad
On
on
child
child
support.
support in order to qualify. But they have changed within recent years that dad can, if dad is in the house, he can qualify for food stamps, he can qualify for Medicaid, he can qualify for all of that. It makes it harder because you have two incomes, or his income may be so much that it puts them out of
Range.
the range to get the full benefits.
Right.
But dad does get the opportunity to have the benefits. Like, he doesn't have to not be in the house anymore. They just don't get everything.
Right. So, again, like I was saying, era has changed. Times are changing. So I believe that in the future things would be different. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that we have to start to cultivate career building rather than job hunting. You see what I'm saying? And we also have to promote the fact that, the parents have to realize that the lack of education, you see what I'm saying, for yourself, look what it did for you. Look what position your child is in. So when you say you don't want your child to go to college, what is the plan
What's
for
the
your
next
child?
option?
You see what I'm
There
saying?
are so many parents out here who just let their child
Do
figure
anything.
it out.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
They just let their child figure it out. And an 18-year-old does not have the wherewithal to figure it out.
No.
Right.
That is still a child.
There's people grown that don't have
That's
the
what I'm
wherewithal to
saying.
figure it out.
That's
like,
right.
developmentally, you're still a child until you're 25.
Right.
Right. So when we're looking at in the black household,
Mhm.
you 18, you got to go.
You grown.
Or you 18,
Yeah.
you got to start paying some bills and take on responsibility and do
I'm
X, Y,
for
Z.
that. I'm
I'm
for that.
for that too.
I'm for that.
I think that, yes, you're 18, you should be paying.
Oh, no.
You can pay something.
Yeah.
But
My
that's
kids
still
did.
a child.
Yeah, but my kids.
Right. So I had
It's
this conversation
still
a
a
lot.
child.
I had this conversation a lot, right, with my lady. So she has older children, and I have older children, right? And we talk about this a lot, and we kind of go back and forth a lot. But the thing is, knowing what I know as a father, right, as a man, right, and just coming from that aspect alone, I know that I don't want my son living, in a household with a woman, and it's just hers. I want him to have his own. She have her own. They decide to get their own. You see what I'm saying? And work it out like that.
But you know what happens? He ends up, when he gets kicked out at 18,
He does,
What
or
happens?
she does, or whatever.
he go move in with her.
Well,
Or
see, the
her-
thing
her
is-
family or whatever.
It
That's
happens
what
all
happens.
the time.
And that's true. However, sometimes they make up a in their mind that, for instance, like we talking about responsibilities, right? So, for instance, my son had car insurance and he wanted to stay at the house, right? So you got to pay something, right? Your insurance is high because you're under 25, right? And you want to stay over here, right? So he decided to say, you know what, I'd rather just go pay this somewhere else.
All of them do that.
You see what I'm saying?
Instead of staying home
and just stacking up.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
They
But he
get
don't
that.
realize, I don't need the money. I could have
He's
just,
hurting
I just put the money over here.
Both my sons.
You see
did
what I'm
that.
saying?
Hurting
Both they
himself.
rather pay a stranger than pay the family, and so I had
They
the
feel
same issue
they
with
feel
my sons.
like
It's
they feel like it's doing something,
Well,
Right.
because if I'm in my parents' house, I have to live under my parents' rules,
that's right.
and they don't like
And
rules.
so I don't want to do that. I want to do whatever I want
Right.
to do.
So you have to let them be.
So
And
I feel like, starting that conversation early,
Mm-hmm.
not when they're 18, when they're 16,
Of course,
17,
of
like,
course,
hey, like,
yeah.
these are your-
13.
well, whatever.
I
however
started
early.
mine 12,
Hey,
13.
these are your options.
All right.
You may not have to go to college, but you got to do something.
Right.
You can stay here. I want you to, save up. So when you move out of my house, you move into something you own. You ain't got to be out here worrying about rent.
I said
or
that with
this,
all three
that,
of my
third.
kids, and they still didn't take advantage. And now they're calling me, man. I wish I had listened to you.
Now my son ain't doing that.
All three of my
He not
kids.
doing that.
I told them
He got
live
money.
here.
He got money. He makes money with Forex. So I'm Forex Tony. You know what I'm saying? That's my name on the show. But he make money on Forex every day. So that's what his job is now. You know what I'm saying? So he again, he's making the
Well, he
money.
caught on. He caught on. But some people don't. It take them a
and
minute.
then again, he's not hurting for nothing. He can go out and get his own. He can do what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then his mom still allow him to come stay if he
Right.
want. He still come stay at my house. He's got a room.
Right.
I ain't took all his stuff out of there yet.
Right.
You see what I'm
But
saying? I still got to
everybody
get that
doesn't
stuff out of
have
there.
that.
Everybody doesn't
Luxury.
Have that. Let me tell you, when I left to go to college, and I came back on break,
You was
my
on the
room
couch.
was gone.
You was on
It was
the
gone.
couch.
it was gone.
Yeah.
See, I can Airbnb his room right now.
You
My
should.
room was gone.
I can Airbnb that
no,
thing
my
right now.
sister came home. She was on the couch.
Yeah.
Your living room space was in the living room because
That's
your
in the living room?
bedroom is
Yeah,
gone.
and so it was I was gone for 6 months, and in them 6 months,
He
my bedroom was
he
gone.
he must
Never
be
to
special
return.
because it ain't. I ain't did
no,
nothing
you're
but turn it
just-
into a storage
you're-
now.
You are just one of the parents that has the means to provide that, and a lot of parents
and you
don't.
only have one child.
Yeah, a lot of parents don't. I had 3, and we already lived in a 2-bedroom because the boys was in one and the girls was in the other.
Right.
So, in order for me to provide them a better education opportunity, I had to move in one of the higher places of DC because schools were better when people had money.
Let's not
So,
be.
sad to say.
I'm not perfect,
Well,
y'all.
no, this is Washington,
I've
D.C.
I had more children. I just had abortions.
Oh,
I'm just
Lord,
going
we
to
did
just
not need
keep
to
it
know all that
1,000.
information.
I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. I'm just saying. No, I'm just no.
Stop,
I'm just
stop this
because again, I was young. No, you were young.
Listen,
you was young.
we
I was
gonna go
young.
down that road.
But again, I don't want to make it seem like hey, just one child. Yes, I do have one child.
No, what we're saying
but yes,
is it's easier.
it's
when
easier.
You only have one child. To let
Right.
their room
It's not.
Stay. No.
It's
when
not.
It's easier to let their room stay their room when nobody
Right.
is in waiting.
Right,
Like, soon as you
right.
move out,
Soon as you move
I'm
out, the other
taking
kid
that
is
thing.
in the room.
Yeah.
Come
Well, they
on
had
now.
bunk beds.
Listen, no, they had 2 twin beds in their bedroom. That's how my son. They had their rooms were like a dormitory. 2 twin, a little nightstand in the middle. One side had his whatever he was
All I'm
interested
saying
in.
is when you come from a big family and there's multiple children, soon as you leave, somebody
got
waiting
that
for the
room.
upgrade.
Trust
They
and
waiting
believe.
for the upgrade.
That's the oldest child. The oldest child. He definitely looking for his own space
No,
so
if
he
the
can get
oldest
enough.
child moves out, then the second.
No, I'm saying the
Exactly.
second oldest child,
they
the
Exactly.
one next in line.
Yeah, they ready for
that's
the
how
I mean,
it
I ain't had
is,
that
honey.
problem.
We're not
So
holding on to no room for you because you went to college.
Yeah, no.
Peace out. You sleeping at the college.
Yeah, when you have a big family, you don't have
and
that
let's see.
luxury.
Hold up. What if we go to what if we go right up the street to SBC
Oh, that's
or
different.
USF?
That's
You know what I'm
different.
saying? Oh, okay.
But the other
I'm saying you ain't gonna have him get it. Right,
yeah,
right,
the
right.
other siblings probably sitting over there like.
I'm glad he gone.
Exactly. When you getting up out of here?
Right.
Cause I couldn't wait till my aunt left. Cause I was
Your aunt?
Yeah, I was sharing the room with cause I was raised by my grandparents. I was sharing the room with my great grandmother for like 3 years.
Yeah,
When
wow.
my aunt left,
You got that room so
boy,
quick.
I was so happy. I was like,
What?
good riddance. Don't come back. Like, so I went from sleeping in the bed with my great grandma for 3 years to have him like like we had like one of those houses where it has 2 masters.
Mm-hmm.
I had the other one, and so I had a regular size bed and a twin. I had queen bed and twin bed. So when my friends came over, they ain't had to sleep in the bed with me. They could
Oh,
sleep in the
man.
twin bed. And it was just so much room. I had a walk-in closet. I just didn't know what to do with myself. It
I was like
a
that too, though.
major upgrade.
I was the same way. I used to sleep on the couch at my grandma's house. I grew up at my grandma's house. My mom had the room. My grandma and my great grandma had the biggest room, and then my uncle had the room back here in the room, the back room. And then when my mom moved out, me and my mom moved out into a house, and then we moved back into the house, my grandma. But
that was
then
the part that I hated when people moved back in.
Yeah, we moved back.
Stay gone.
Yeah.
we moved
Yes,
back.
right.
We moved back into the house,
Yeah.
and then my great grandma passed away. Then I got the garage room. That was the biggest room in the house.
Okay.
So I was
That
happy.
was the upgrade.
That was an upgrade right there.
No, like it
Go
was
in the garage. Yeah, that was an upgrade. Look,
What's this thing talking about? Okay.
Oh yeah, getting that upgrade, that was the best.
That was
like,
it.
Good riddance, don't come back.
did
See ya
anybody?
later?
Did you guys have any superstitions that y'all live by that y'all trying to do this year for the new year? No superstitions.
No, I know
Are y'all
joking
superstitious?
on the whole don't wash clothes on the New Year's Day?
Oh, yeah, well, those are regular superstitions.
Yeah,
Like
but
braids and black-eyed peas
yeah,
and
for the
stuff.
money and all of that. But I didn't
all
eat
your
it
clothes need to be washed.
before the New Year. But
Granted,
don't
I
you?
grew up in a very,
Don't do it on the new year.
Yeah, because if you do it on the New Year, you wash either someone out of your life or wash away your and all of that.
everything should be done
Before the New Year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, your house
Who
needs to
keep
be
who keep coming up with this shit? I mean, this
I'm
stuff.
gonna tell you one superstition that is crazy that my mother had. A man had to walk through the house through the front
door first.
New Year's Day.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess to keep a man. I don't know, which never worked because I still don't have a man. But
You had a man walk through the door every year.
I did.
Your son?
Either my son or my.
That ain't how it work.
Well, no, like my mother would pull like.
That ain't how it work.
My friend be like, I need you to come over because we can't nobody walk through the house yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was like I would just get somebody, the maintenance guy. Can you come?
No, that ain't how it work. You gotta envision this man in your life. This man gotta be you envisioning your life.
I didn't do it this year. I didn't do it. I did none of the only thing I did was
See, that's the thing right there.
kept the house clean and I washed my clothes and everything was in
Oh,
order.
yeah.
But I did
I don't care nothing about none of that.
those other superstitions that my mom.
Oh, okay. They say
That's it.
some of the what are some people call in right now 727-686-0512. Let us know some of the superstitions that you guys believe in or you have for the new year because some of these things are just ridiculous.
They are
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like this old, stuff that's been passed down generations and generations. And then, of course, it gets convoluted because what does that mean? And then you can't even answer because you don't know. You've been doing it so long, you don't know why we do this. Why do we do that?
Yeah, no, I didn't have any, but I do agree with you. Like, for 2020, so every year up until 2020, I prayed for a husband. I was like constantly just like writing, like, oh God, let this be the year. Last year, I was like, God, I ain't asking. You already know. I was like, you already know. Ain't no sense that I ain't writing one thing about it in my prayer journal. You already know my prayer, okay? I was leaving it with you. Vision board, I ain't put it on there.
None of
It
that.
was like,
None of that.
it's coming if it's coming. If it ain't,
Do everybody wash their hair before the new year? Cause they don't have that superstition. Wash your hair.
Wash your hair before the new year.
Yeah.
No, I don't
No.
know that one. I don't know.
No.
Well, since we're talking about all this stuff, let's talk. You know, we got to bring up politics. We got to. No, I mean, it ain't gonna be nothing really crazy, but just to. Well, first of all, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow's a big day. Georgia eyes are on you. But did y'all hear the conversation, the Secretary of State conversation with Trump? Yes. So basically, this man was like blatantly trying to like get the gut. Talking about if I could only find 11,000 and something votes and all of this crazy stuff. Yeah, just kind of yeah. And it's like, dude, you're lost. It's over, right? But you know, since the stimulus, did y'all get y'all stimulus? Did y'all get stimulated?
No.
I didn't check my account, so I don't know. But you know, even in regards to that, so since that McConnell and Nancy Pelosi's houses were vandalized.
I heard that. And
What?
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, Mitch
Somebody
McConnell and
wrote up
Nancy
there,
Pelosi.
"Where's my money?"
Yeah.
They want their stimulus?
They want their $2,000.
They want the $2,000 that
God.
Stupo
Yeah.
decided he wanted to throw out there at the last minute.
And so, I don't know why they they vandalized their homes, which in my opinion, I feel like for people that are in that high of office, why do people even know where they live? Like,
Oh, because they're public,
exactly.
you know, so.
So, so that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then, now we're just waiting. We're just waiting on tomorrow. Because tomorrow just kind of seals the deal. There was a lawsuit that was filed to get Pence to throw out electoral votes.
Yeah, I heard that, which got
because
thrown
he's
out.
the president of the Senate.
Mm-hmm. Got thrown out.
Just so much foolishness.
But it's so crazy because had the tables been turned right now, if we lost and we were going through all this, it would be so much backlash. Oh, y'all just can't get over it. You lost, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, and we would have been called everything but the child of God. And now he's doing all this stuff and nobody's saying, okay, enough of this. I heard about it. I thought so. I don't know.
Or is it tomorrow?
Who knows? Who
Maybe it's
cares?
tomorrow. I don't
Jesus, get a life. Go to work. Like, gee, it's over. This, you know, take your loss. And he said he gonna run again in 4 years.
Yeah,
so just
from
put all
jail.
your energy. Well, let's hope. Let's hope from jail. But we know that the odds of people who are not of color going to jail, or go get the little slap on the wrist, you know, for doing stuff.
y'all see
So
Lori Loughlin
yeah,
is
she's
of
out. And then they're
prison
gonna
on
say
her
now
2
she's
months.
reevaluating her career. I said, yeah, she's got a career, but if she was black, she wouldn't have a
She
career.
wouldn't have nothing. Look, Wesley Snipes is still trying to recover
I know.
from what was that
They
like?
throwing him a bone. That was a
15 years
tax
ago?
thing. Yeah. And he's still not back where he was. Well, he also not back where he was because he put down black women too. So
Yeah,
we're not even
that's
going to get
it.
into that because he's stupid. But anyway, I don't have any sympathy for him personally because you're stupid. This is your livelihood. This is, you know, majority of the people who follow you and watch your movies and so forth are African American women. And for you to make a statement in a black magazine about generalizing every black female on the planet, okay, you don't deserve a career. Peace out.
Yeah, because I mean, for
What?
most black actors,
You didn't hear that with Wesley Snipes? Real
Long
time ago. He was in Essence or Ebony. I can't remember which magazine.
Whoa, this throwback.
Yeah.
That was a real throwback.
because we brought him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a guy on TikTok. His name is Conscious Lee. He asked a question. He was like, without blaming black women, he asked black men why do they prefer to date outside their race.
I bet that was a good answer. What was it?
Who?
And
Black man dating outside their race?
he asked black men why do they date primarily outside of their race
Okay.
without blaming black women.
Okay.
And so, you know, lots of men responded.
And said, I'm just so curious.
Well, the ones I've seen were good ones.
It's
I
good
don't
answers
know.
out there. Trust
I
me.
don't know if they've posted the bad, like they probably
Well,
have.
what's a
But
good?
it was on
What would be a
so
good answer?
one answer the guy said was exposure. So he's mixed, and he lived in a predominantly white neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and so mainly it was white women and Latina women,
Mm-hmm.
and so he naturally that's who he flocked to because
Right.
he didn't have any experience with black women,
Mm-hmm.
and his interactions with them were few and far between.
Right.
It wasn't until he went to an HBCU that he really started to understand his black culture and really understand that black women have
That's
a
a
shared
unique situation,
experience with
though.
him,
Right. Right. Right.
and that that black women had a shared experience with him, and now he predominantly that's his
Dates black
preference.
women.
There was another guy that said that let's be real, these black men who are out here saying they prefer other women besides black women are saying that because they know black women aren't going to put up with their ish. And he was like, you have to be, there's a certain mindset that comes with dating a black woman. And if you're not in that mindset, you ain't gonna be able to cut it. So you naturally go to what's gonna accept you. And I forgot what the third one was, but that was a pretty good one too. But yeah, like I have family members who only date outside their race. They only want white women. They say black women are bees and this and that and
Right.
da 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 da. And but when I look at the overall, it's kind of like I don't think a black woman will really put up with that anyway. Just being honest, because there are things that white women will tolerate that black women just won't.
Right.
But it also comes to life experience. When cause I had a black guy tell me one time he could never date me. He was married to a white woman, but he was like, I could never date a woman like you. I could never date a woman like you. And I'm just like, I wouldn't date a man like you either. But okay, glad that we're on the same page. But
my issue with that statement, well, he said woman like you, so that would be good. But my issue is, but they generalize every black woman based on their one experience that was not. I mean, that's almost like saying I'm gonna well, some people do that too. I'll never eat an avocado because the first time I had one, it was so bad and it was rotten or whatever. So now all avocados are bad. So you can't. That's where I get it. I mean, I don't care what your preference is. If that's your preference, that's your preference.
Yeah, but when you generalize,
but when you generalize one race of a woman,
exactly,
based on one experience that you only experience, that's not fair.
And that was my whole thing. So when he said that, he was like, like the whole like super independent, this, that, and the third.
We had to be super independent.
Exactly, and that's why I broke it down to him. I said, your wife had the luxury of moving from her father's home into your home,
right?
Seamlessly.
Right.
Where did she have to stand on her own?
Right.
Where did she have to learn how to pick up trash or take the trash out or build this or do that?
Pay
or
all
blah,
the
blah,
bills
blah.
in the house.
Any of that.
Raise the kids
She
alone.
didn't have to worry about any of
that
because she had the luxury of moving from her father's home to your home.
Right.
Many black women don't have that luxury.
We do not.
And even when we're in our own home, black women end up still having to help take care of the other kids in the house.
Right.
We have to help take care
Family
of the house,
members,
cook, clean, do whatever.
Nieces, nephews,
we're given
grandma.
all this extra responsibility.
Right. Exactly. It's not just our responsibility, but we're like the matriarch of the family, especially if you have gone to college, have a career, make decent amount of money, own your own home, what have you. Who do everybody go to when they're in a bind?
You.
Call Auntie Blah.
Yeah.
She can loan it to you.
Yeah.
So it's the responsibility. The responsibility is very heavy on African American women, and then they wonder why we are how we are because we're tired.
Right. And so I always say, like, for me, the ideal man is somebody I can just take off the backpack of the world with and be like, here.
You can have it, sir.
Here. You carry this for a while. I'll take it back in a minute.
I
or, I can say that I need this thing and it happens.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Or I can trust you.
Mm-hmm.
I can trust you that if I don't go do the thing,
we need
gonna
stability.
get done.
I think people don't understand that. It's not And I think men have a perception that all women are gold diggers and we just want somebody to pay our bills and da 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 da. But a mature woman doesn't necessarily always want to be independent. She does want someone to depend on. And
independent because you have to be.
You have to be. It's forced that we have to be. So if we find someone that's going in a direction that's conducive to where you're going and you guys have like values, you don't have a problem relinquishing that independence, but you have to trust in the person to be stable. It's not bull crap. It's not. It's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's just all about the type of woman. The problem with most men, they chase after the women who are the gold diggers because they look a certain way or they
chase after the gold diggers. Are you nuts?
Yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do. You go to the club and you go to the
Are you nuts?
The one that got everything hanging out and got the short dress on and the heels on.
They probably got OnlyFans, so they probably got money already. They got money. They probably already got money. They got their OnlyFans accounts out there, man. Trust me, with them big booties.
Chase after her, and then when she says she want her lace front done, you paying for it. That's what you are chasing,
pay
sir.
My rent or something.
That's what they are chasing. You don't want a woman that can carry herself
exactly
and taking care of business
and that's not
want
true.
to build
and
together.
That's not true.
You
that's
want
not
the girl
true.
that looks good
that
on
sound
your
like
arm, so you
baloney.
can say you got the boo,
That
and the
sound
boo
like
is like
baloney.
standing at your shop,
That
waiting for you
baloney.
to get paid so
That
they can get some
baloney.
money. I want to go out.
This
with
is
my
the thing. This is the
girlfriends.
thing that people need to understand, right? And not just men, and it's not just men. Women need to understand this too. We want what we want rather than what wants us. The thing that the man that wants you don't want his ass.
How do you know that?
The man that wants you, Tonya,
you know?
you don't want him.
Don't know that?
I know that, or you'll have a man by 9. That's what I know. The man that wants you, you don't want him.
Why don't I want him?
I don't have, because he don't look, he don't something he missing. And you not willing to accept whatever he ain't got, you ain't trying to accept it. Because you don't want to help him to get it or whatever. Or be better at it. So therefore, you ain't got no man. And that's what I'm saying. This was what's wrong with men and women. This is not a man or woman thing. Mm-hmm. The thing is, when it comes to relationships, right? Mm-hmm. You want somebody that don't really know what they want, but you know what you want, right? Uh-huh. You know what you want, but they don't know what they want. And then you end up wasting all your time with this person that don't know what they want, but you got this person over here that been at you for months, for years. But you know what you do? You put him in the friend category. You drop his ass in that friend box.
I don't have
You drop
that.
him in that friend box.
I don't have
and then
that, sir.
you use him to help mentor your kids. Use him to help coach. Use him for phone call. This your uncle over here. This your uncle. This Uncle Robbie over here. But this is the man that should be over here playing stepdaddy to your kids because he's a great person, great characteristics, a good heart. He may not have the money. He may not have the career, but that's what he needs you for. He may need you to help lift him up to that particular level so now he can see the worth in himself, the potential in himself, because a lot of people get with people for potential.
That is true.
So if you get with somebody for potential,
yes.
Get with somebody for what you can help them to rise to be.
Yeah, but I dated
you see what I'm
somebody
saying?
for 10 years and
because a lot of times,
happened.
well,
you
again, that
gotta
goes
look
for
at the
something that
person's
you
character.
chose.
I know I chose
You
it, but I'm
chose
just saying,
them,
don't always say
and then-
date for potential either.
No. But again, what I started with was let somebody choose you for a change,
Okay.
and then
But ain't nobody choosing me yet.
you accept who you have to sometimes, like we talked about earlier, reflect on what you really want.
So,
Yes.
Tonio, I have to agree with you.
I agree.
I have to agree with
We
you. on
both
that
agree.
one.
We both
Yes.
Step back.
I
Yes.
have to agree.
It's a new day. It's 2021.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
2021, y'all.
Yes,
Y'all hear
there are
that?
some
The ladies are
guys that
agreeing with me today.
Turn down.
Sometimes
Some of the
you
things.
have to
Right.
allow someone to choose you. I do agree with that because what you think you want or who you think you want
Right. Or need.
may not be it. And so, exactly. So the one that's choosing you may be what you need.
That's right.
He may not look like
What
you
you want.
And so
I like how he just looked at my direction.
it's
Because again, this goes back to self-reflection. If you reflect on all the men that you've had in your life, you chose them. You said to yourself, that's what I want. That's what I'm finna chase. I'm going to go after him. I ain't going to let them come after me. And then
so I've had both. I'm a little more
when you read
seasoned
the-
than
when you
you
read the-
are. But
Okay,
I've
well,
been chased and I've chased.
Okay, so,
So
that,
it's- I've
and
had
then
both
so
experiences.
okay, but
we've
the
all had
difference is you've been chased, however, but you give into the chase to some and
to,
you give
don't-
into
to,
don't to the others.
to the
Yeah,
others. That's right.
that's
And
true.
so even in my past, I've had to reflect on some of the guys that I've passed on.
Mhm.
Like, okay, I'll give you a prime example.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So
She
this-
finna name somebody.
No, I ain't gonna name them.
Okay, then.
So this one guy in
do it.
school, when we were in high school, he just was like, like he just hung up with the white people all the time. I was like, he don't even want to be black. Like, what's his problem? Whatever. So I really didn't know him. I just prejudged him. I knew he was cute, played
Okay, he
football,
was
all
cute.
of these things. But I had my
She
own
prejudged him.
But I had my own self-esteem issues. So I was like, he ain't gonna be interested in me. So I never, whatever.
Right.
So I was in college, and we were Facebook friends, and he hit me up,
What?
and he was like, I had this happen twice.
I
Mm.
think I know where this is going.
So he hit me up.
Mhm.
He was on some like,
I've been like you since
how
high
are
school.
you? What's up?
Mhm.
Let's hang out when you come home, and just hit me up and blah blah blah. I go home, don't hit him up,
Right.
but we stay Facebook friends or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This man is a producer in Hollywood now.
Damn, girl, you messed up.
Man, a damn producer in
get a
Hollywood.
lot-
Have you-
I do get. You need to hit him
Not-
up now.
not-
No,
not-
I'm joking.
Now
y'all
you see what I'm
seen
saying?
The documentary Horror Noir. Have y'all seen the documentary Horror Noir? It's on like
No.
Prime Video and all of that. It was
I
like,
saw
was-
it.
You saw it, so he's the director of that.
See what I'm saying?
Um,
This could have been your lover.
right now.
This could have been
She
your
look at-
lover.
You see her face.
This could have been your man. You could have been in Hollywood doing everything
I do
you
get a lot of
can.
guys hit me up and say, you didn't give me the time of day. You ignored me. You were, and I don't remember all of this stuff.
You
so
need to remember,
I
because
don't
those are the
remember.
men
But
that you could have been married to.
Well, okay, woulda,
today.
coulda, shoulda. I can't change it. It
yeah,
is
like
what it
one of
is.
the guy I was in college with. It's funny because we had the same phone, so I'm like sitting. He's tall, basketball playing dude. Sitting, I'm trying to teach him how to use the phone or whatever.
That was just a good.
Guess what? He ended up being on the team with the Golden State Warriors when
Girl.
they won their first championship.
Come on,
Girl.
See what I'm saying? You passing
But
up a
see
lot
that,
of.
but listen,
you passing up a lot of booty.
Listen,
Paige,
listen.
I'm telling you, Paige was passing up a
missed
lot of
out.
booty back
She
then.
did.
Good,
She did.
good
She did.
valuable booty.
But
How
wait
you
a minute,
passing
but
up that
those
good
were,
valuable booty like that?
those were obvious potentials that you did not jump on. A lot of times you can't
at the
see
time-
the
You
potential.
ain't never see that. She
because
didn't know that he was
I
gonna
mean,
be a basketball
yeah,
You
but
know
he
how
player.
was
many people
playing
playing
ball.
basketball at the
Never
school
make it.
didn't make it, or they make it, but you don't hear about them again. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
true.
know dude was gonna be playing
With the
the
Warriors?
Warriors and winning
Championships?
Mm.
Come on, man.
Like, no, I think he won twice.
Yeah, the man won
Yeah,
twice.
he wasn't.
No.
But he was a baller.
What,
He was a
17,
baller,
18,
that's what I'm
He was a
18,
baller.
19 years old.
Yeah.
This other dude, all I knew of him is football. How
Right.
did I know he was going to go to LA and, get into movies? I didn't know.
Okay, well, you need to just pass on those ones that you didn't.
Nobody
know
knows, Tonya. You have some in your life that have went on to be doing great
Yes, I
things
do.
right
I
now.
do,
And
actually.
what you've done is
I
pass them
did.
up.
I did.
And a lot of times, this is what we go. This is what happens, right? This is what happens.
We single.
No, this is what
What?
happens. We're not patient. We don't wait. We think that it's supposed to happen overnight. We know we
think I was just
want a man.
young.
We want a man to be who we want him to be today.
Yeah,
When
no.
a man has a vision of what he want
gotta
to
have
go,
a vision,
and
though.
sometimes the vision is not well explained by the man, but he can
That
get. But he know where he going.
Oh
You see what I'm saying? And that's
Lord.
one of the things that people don't realize
Men's
is
minds
men
are
don't
like a
have
maze.
men don't have a lot of communication skills.
No, y'all do
we
not.
do not
Y'all
have the
don't.
greatest communication
No,
skills.
you do not.
Y'all-
And we don't know
y'all
how to,
expect us to-
and we don't know
Articulate where you-
articulate some of the
Exactly.
things
Y'all
that
want
are
us to
in
be
our
mind
minds.
Well.
So therefore, listen.
Don't hit
Therefore,
me with the, well, obviously.
so therefore, listen to me. Listen to me real quick. Coming from a man, 2021,
Come on now,
baby.
you
We
giving us
just
the
dropping
nuggets.
this. We
Come on,
dropping
drop
this
them
knowledge this
nuggets.
day. You
Drop-
feel me?
come on, drop
Dropping
the
this knowledge.
nuggets.
So what we have to do, we have to be a little bit more considerate about your future man or whatever. Make sure you know his education level. Okay?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Make sure you know his education level and his comprehension skills.
Okay.
Because a lot of times the communication, he wants to do right by you, but he needs somebody to understand. Sometimes he can't articulate, and he don't need you to always jump down his throat for not being able to say what he was on his mind.
So this
Oh,
is
wow.
my solution to that.
And it's real talk.
Over communicate. Over communicate. Because I communicate a certain way, you communicate a certain way. Let's just always make sure that we're on the same page. Like, we can't just do this. It's just understood. I think you guessed. No.
Hell
Exactly.
no.
No.
If you do that,
Over-communicate.
you planning for failure.
Exactly.
You are
So
planning
my
for failure.
thing is, like, until we can get into a groove where I'm starting to just over communicate. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with repeating something here
Right,
and there.
right,
Ain't
right.
nothing wrong with sending a reminder text or something. Just over communicate. Like, I'm the type of person to be like, okay, we talked about a lot of things.
Yes.
So let's come back
Yes.
and let me make sure
I
I'm
understand what
understanding
you're
the
saying.
The end
Yes.
result of
Yes.
this is this.
Right.
Over communicate.
Right.
But also allow the process and the application to take place.
Okay.
Do not. You have to give it some time.
Okay.
So if you're not saying you don't give it 5 days to start working, the process to work. You got to at least get this thing 30 to 45 days to see improvement.
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta think about it. We've been doing.
Come on, man. It
communicating
takes 21
this way.
days for a habit
For
to
a
change.
habit to become.
Yeah, and we've
yeah.
been communicating and doing these things for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not going to happen
Overnight.
overnight.
That is true.
But the thing about a good
We just need to be
relationship-
more patient.
Exactly. It requires patience. It
I'm telling you.
requires so much compromise.
Yes.
So much
A
compromise.
whole lot of grace.
A lot of grace
lot
and
of
mercy.
mercy.
A lot of mercy.
And
Lot.
and a lot of biting your
And
tongue.
a
Don't
lot
say
A lot of
that.
bite and
Putting
biting your tongue.
Ego aside.
It's not even biting your tongue. It's really recognizing
wait.
that it's
Yeah.
a problem
It's a
with
process.
your partner,
Right.
and they can't get over it, and they're
Right.
not able to get over
Right.
it. It's just
Right. It's a process.
and you don't always have to respond to
Right.
the
Exactly.
to whatever
Right.
they
And
going
to
through.
me, my whole thing is okay. I've told you that this bothers me. If you told me that that bothered me, give me like you said some time to work on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe like 2-3 months down the line, if I'm still doing it, okay, give me a reminder. But don't tell me on Tuesday and then tell me again on Friday.
Because I'm gonna
Like,
be real hot.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be
Because
real
the thing
hot.
about it is, in a relationship,
I mean, it makes a lot
it
of sense.
requires a lot of change, but we're in this
Together.
together, right?
Exactly.
So give me a chance to try, but we already talked about. We've all come from places where we have to unlearn and relearn.
That's right.
Yes.
Unlearning and relearning does not happen
Overnight. No, you're
Or
absolutely
over
right.
a week,
Yeah.
or two.
Shoot, over
It
a
takes some
year.
time.
It take time.
I've
time.
been doing this for 30 years. It's gonna take some time.
And you not just finna come in and change it because you got some good twat
Oh Lord.
Okay.
ahead.
We was doing good. We just doing
It's 2021. We real, baby, on Power Plug Radio in the morning. We talking about it. So
Lord.
listen,
So anyway, y'all.
it don't matter. You got to make sure that you are being patient
Yes.
with your partner.
Be
Okay.
patient.
Be
willing to
patient.
compromise. Drop your egos at the door.
You
Right.
better not have no ego coming in the
You know
bedroom.
what? So in my prayer time one time, the Lord spoke to me.
He did?
He said, "Pride to keep you single."
What?
Whoop, whoop.
So
What?
at the end of the day,
That's pretty deep.
pride, put
We'll
it
keep.
aside.
Yeah.
Put it aside.
aside.
Put it aside. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all better go. Listen, a lot of single women and men, y'all should look at that one movie where the lady was going into the closet and had a prayer
Oh, war room.
war room. Look at that movie and y'all, kind of, you know, get your own little thing from
But
it.
and that's my
But
thing.
it was a good movie because at first I was like, this ain't about nothing, but the same old thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was good.
it was a really
But that's
eye-opening
my
movie.
thing. I always say, you know, I can't change you. And Fantasia reiterated this.
Yes.
I can't change you. You can't change me. But God can change you and me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take my issue to God
Right.
and pray about it.
Right.
Because if I try to do it myself,
It's not gonna
we're
work.
going to be at war.
Yeah.
That's right.
But if I go to God to pray on my heart, hey, God, what is it about me that I need to change? Why does this
Right.
bother me so bad? Why do I
Right.
react this way?
Right.
And then also praying about the situation as a whole, it changes it.
Yeah.
But if we try to do it in our own power,
Yeah,
we're going to
well-
fail.
That's right, because a lot of people use their imagination to bring up a lot of bull in their life. Your imagination will have you going through a lot
Women
of
do have
turmoil.
bad
Yeah, you have
And
whole conversations.
You having
We done
conversation
created
with
a
yourself,
whole life
but a lot of times this
from
is
one
what
statement.
assuming
One
Yes.
statement.
a lot of women do this
Yeah.
right here too, man. Listen, 2021, please stop watching all of the BS. Put down the reality shows, ladies.
Oh,
and I
God,
guarantee
yes.
you,
Stay out of that.
2021 will be a whole different experience
Yeah, you
for
gotta
you.
get out of
If
that.
you get rid of the reality shows this year,
And
if you do
social
not
media.
watch all the reality TV shows with all that BS going on and all that
And
stuff,
all that stuff
I
is
guarantee
script.
you,
There's nothing
your
reality
life
about
will
it.
change for you this year.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
you have to surround yourself and put more positive information in your mind.
Yes.
Take away some of that stuff, man. I know that I
Put
know
down
it's
the
good.
reality TV and pick up a book.
And pick
or
up a book. I know it's good. I know it's good, but it's not good for you.
Because you have to
You see what I'm saying?
understand it's what you're consuming.
Right. You're definitely going to
So,
be thinking these same
yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
about your relationship.
Yep.
And if you have all that space and time to do all that,
could be working
your spouse or partner is definitely
Yeah.
gonna be accused or become
Yeah.
a victim or
Yeah.
become the something that they're probably not.
Right.
Yeah.
So make sure that you guys are feeding your minds with things that are going to
Uplift,
better you, uplift or strengthen you.
Yes,
And
empower
assume
you.
best intentions in your relationship.
Right. Assume the best intentions. You
and-
manifest whatever.
Yeah, assume
you
best
know?
intentions and just know that if some foolishness is happening, it'll come to light when it's supposed to. Don't go looking for it.
That's
Don't go digging
right.
for it. Just let it come to light when it's supposed to. Move on.
And this is Power Plug Radio in the morning.
Real quick,
Yes.
y'all, on Mondays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is Back to the Decade with DJ Rome P.
All
So it's
right.
a nice little mix. Make sure y'all tune in. And now we are on YouTube. Look us up on Power Plug TV on YouTube. So
All
you
one
can
word.
get the show, listen in, all that good stuff on YouTube. And also Testimonial Tuesdays is tomorrow, y'all. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Happy
And
New Year!
Happy New Year, y'all. And we was talking about Alexa, but all y'all got to do is say, hey, Alexa, open Power Plug Radio.
Yep.
And we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.